Hello everyone, PDF here, and welcome back to Bedrockin Minecraft Season 3, or as I am continue to call it, BM3. Today we're back here at what is actually the site of where I have started working on my base. It doesn't look like much right now, a little nether portal there, and some birdie buddies, but it's going to look pretty good pretty soon. I have an idea. I actually figured out what exactly I want to build this time, instead of just winging it, which is what I usually do, or making an underground hole somewhere. I actually have an actual, real, above-ground base I want to build this time. So as you can see, this is what it looks like from the outside where we're starting here. I am still pretty new to figuring out all this recording stuff, and if I can figure it out, I will put an image up of what it is exactly I'm going to be building. As you can see, it is actually a Japanese-style inspired castle using a tutorial of Grian from actually quite a few years ago. It would be kind of neat to see if he, would update it with some of the new blocks just to see what he would change, but that's what I'm going to be doing, is building myself not a spectacularly huge, but a good-sized Japanese-style castle. And then it's going to be, the base here is going to be about maybe 3 layers, and then I'm going to go for a nice grand staircase coming down, maybe even coming down to here, and the other thing I want to do, I have to find a good design. I have a rough idea, but I want to find something a little better. Over here is where I'm going to be moving the nether portal to, but I want to build it kind of like one of the, I think they're called torii gates, the Japanese style gates that they usually make out of the big logs and stuff. I think would look absolutely amazing over here. Maybe a nice, we'll put some slabs down, maybe a kind of floor, little path leading up to here, where it could intersect into the staircase, I think would look really cool. I've started gathering some of the materials, and I still have a long way to go, unfortunately. I have a shulker just about of sand. I've actually used a little bit to make some. And gravel, and what's in my inventory? Here I have, I think, enough stone to get our base done at least, and then some of the white concrete we're going to be needing for some of the upper walls and such. That's why I got so much sand and gravel, is I got a feeling I'm going to need a lot more. And I'm going to have to gather, I think, a lot more stone as well. Maybe, fill in the rest of this. Yeah, maybe this row here, I think, out of stone should work. That should give us enough, I think, or at least give us a good go of it. And then I'll have to run back to spawn and grab myself some scaffolding. They've got a shulker scaffolding over there, people to use. So what I think I'll do is I will go do a little bit of resource gathering, come back when we have some more, and we will get to working on this. And just a quick note, ran back here, grabbed some scaffolding. As you can see, they've started a bit more work here on Spawn Island. They've started working on kind of the big tower that's going to be in the middle here. They've slabbed the whole thing, so it's all spawn proof. We have kind of the big community storage area underneath, super smelter over there. This is a stone generator, and it looks like one of the towers is going in. They're going to be adding a bunch of just individual towers all around here. But I just wanted to show you that quick before I head back and get to work on gathering those materials. So as you can see, I've done a bit of mining off camera, got some materials, and we finished up the base of what's going to become our castle. I've started texturing the bottom a little bit here. But hello, we have a visitor. Do you have anything worthwhile? You have some leads. I'll take those. Thank you. But as I was saying before we were so rudely interrupted, I've finished the base, and I've kind of put the outline of what's going to be the grand staircase into place. It'll sweep all the way down here, and we'll be able to just walk up to the doors leading into our castle up there. I think that'll be a bit dramatic, which is perfect. It'll make a statement. So anytime we fly in, you can actually see the spawn island right there. Anytime we fly in, we'll be able to see our castle basically from over there. It'll be a really nice picture. Put these away in here. But I've gathered up some more stone. We do still have a bit more to go. I have some more texturing to do on both this level and that one before we even start the main castle area there. But I've also, as you can see, I have some white concrete made up. And then I have almost a full shulker of sand and basically a full shulker of gravel. I mean, a little low on white dye, but I have a bunch of powder already made up. Might be enough to get us going. So I think what I'll do next is we will head up. I'll worry about texturing this later, and then we'll get started on the castle. I just got to gather up some of the wood. Alright, and we're back with some more progress on the base. As you can see, I've got kind of the first layer put in here. Started working on that, getting it kind of set out and, you know, our dimensions and everything. I still have some more detailing to do. But yeah, it goes all the way around. It's going to be windows, as you can see, spaced apart like that. And then the next level up will be, you know, have more. I'll probably do 2 or 3 additional layers before we get to the roof. But aside from that, I've also moved our nether portal. And as you can see, I've kind of made my own interpretation attempt at a Torii gate to kind of fit with our theme here, and I think it looks pretty good. I actually incorporated the portal as part of the gate. That's why I've got those trapdoors there, just to kind of help blend it a little bit better than have it the gate and then the portal inside the gate and just look a little wonky. But overall, I'm pretty happy with how it came out. It's obviously not the best interpretation, but I like it. For my first one, not too bad. So yeah, just gonna gather some more materials. The next thing I need to figure out, because we're getting to the point where I'm going to need it, is we're going to start adding into, getting into the trim and some kind of roof elements here at times. I need to figure out what material I actually want to use. If you go back and you look at Grian's tutorial, he used cobble and stone brick for a lot of it, which isn't bad. Just to me, I'm not sure if I want to go that all, you know, with all the other layers going up, because it's a lot of gray. So I'm trying to debate what other materials I could use. I have, where is it here? Oh, right here. I did gather a bunch of blackstone. I'd probably need a lot more than that, to be honest. And I might test that out in a creative, you know, test world just to see how I like it. And there's a couple other options, but I at least want to have some on hand just in case. And I'm going to collect a bunch of deep slate as well, I think, to do kind of the same thing. It's still gray, but it's a different shade. It gives a different kind of look to it, at least. So there is that, just to kind of help differentiate the two. But yeah, let me get hop into creative. I'll test a few things, and then get back to work on this some more. We'll come back when I've got some more done. As you can see, we are inside our little castle here that we've been working on. I've made a lot, and boy do I mean a lot more progress since the last scene we were here. It's been a couple days since I recorded that last bit. And yeah, a lot of work's been done. We'll take a little fly around the outside and take a look what I got going on here. Still not quite done yet. Some more work to go. I got to kind of even off a few things inside here at some point. But I'll worry about that a little more once I'm actually able to start working on the interior. So let's head on up and take a look at what we got so far. Alright, so as we can see from the sky here, we've got quite a lot of it done. We really only have a couple of layers left to put on. I have to add a couple little arches on this layer here, one on the other side. And then it'll be the final bit of wall going up and working on the tip-top roof. So yeah, we are nearly completion of the outside. Now I just slept, so obviously we can't get the sunset view, but let's head over here to Spawn Island for a moment, and then we'll kind of turn around and do the flying into. Yeah, that's gonna look absolutely amazing once it's complete. Imagine the sun setting behind it, kind of letting it glow a bit. That is going to look pretty darn cool. There's been a lot of material that's gone into this. Not only the deep slate, but quartz too, for kind of the accents on underneath some of these layers. And to say I have mined a lot of quartz is an understatement. If you're curious how much, let's... I can show you a little bit what the mining the quartz has looked like. I really need to put walls on this. I really need to figure out a design for my hallway there. Some walls would be nice, something so that, you know, I don't keep getting shot at by guests. Would be appreciated. I gotta come up with a design for that. Ooh, people have been busy. Only problem with that is, how do we get down from here is the question. Well, okay, this works. Alright, the reason we need to get down is our little mine entrance is down here. It's not really a mine so much as a mass clearing project. I'm gonna go backwards here. Whee! Alright, so let's take a look at how much exactly I've had to clear to get the quartz. And I am almost out of quartz again, and I've done this a few times. So let's take a little walk, shall we? This started off as just a 2x1 passage. I keep it too tall so Enderman can't bamf in and attack. So this is part of what I mined. This was one part. And here's another. And I still have that to go too. So yeah, just a few blocks taken out. In case you hadn't noticed, I'm wearing all shiny purple. And all my tools are shiny purple. So yeah, I've done some mining. I still want to take, kind of mine that out, just kind of on principle at this point, really. I hate leaving part of it just kind of left there. And then I had started this just going that way, mostly, just looking for quartz. So yeah, quite a bit dug out. Don't know what's going to be done with all this open space, but it is here. I have a few netherite ingots left over. Didn't find nearly as much as I thought I might have. I wasn't really looking for it, but at the same time I thought I would have maybe found a little more than I have. Now granted, I've smelted it up, so that does kind of make it go quicker when you need 4 per ingot. So let's see, with what I have on currently, be 4, 8, 12, 16, 24, 28. My chest plate would be 32. I don't think I made a helmet. And I have, so at least 32 pieces of ancient debris. And I think I've got at least, a couple of ingots. So that'd be maybe another 8 to 16 more maybe. So we haven't done too bad in that regard. But still, it's, I would have thought I would have found a little bit more than I ended up finding. But I need a bit of a break. I need a bit of a break from all that building. Because that, yeah, that's been a chore and a half trying to build that thing. I like the design, I like the look. But yeah, that has definitely not been an easy build. It's not a tremendously difficult design. There's a lot to it in a few sections. So more than being a very complicated design, it has a couple complicated spots. And yeah, those took me a couple times to get right. Some of these dormers, there's 2 on this side, 2 on the other. Those were a little tricky. And once even the structure is complete, we still got to figure out the grand staircase. I'm not sure. I might want to make it a little bit wider, to be honest. I mean, I want it to be a grand staircase, so I might go like another 2 on each side. I gotta take a look at some traditional Japanese architecture, just kind of see what some of the things they do are. We gotta make a fancy pants door, up there for us to actually get into the base. In Grian's original design, he ended up putting an entrance kind of down this area on one of the sides. Which, I mean, that's not bad, but I really want you to have to go into the main part up there. And I can use under here like I'm kind of doing now, where I've got my little lava thing here. I may expand that and use this space for maybe a couple more utility farms and stuff. But overall, it's coming together pretty good. I haven't really taken a tour around to see what other people's bases look like. So maybe in the next episode or something, we'll have to do that a bit. See what everybody else has been up to. They've still been working on spawn more, obviously. Been, I think, a little more smaller things here and there as opposed to like big builds. I haven't seen a lot of progress made on the tower yet, but people have been busy. That's for sure. And you can actually come take a look at this here. I discovered this the other day. I actually have a super smelter here. I never even knew this was here. Step 1, we got directions here. Let's see here. Locked. Lock hoppers before filling. Right now it's unlocked. Okay, where's step 2? I see step 1. Step 3. Step 4. Where's step 2? I'm confused. More than usual. And that's saying something. And this is a fancy bubble evader. And of course, our favorite spot to come and save, the storage room. Yep, see, here's the bubble evader, brings you up there. They've actually gone through and sorted pretty much all but I think the last couple of these, because I keep throwing random objects in them. Now, I think what we'll do, we'll sleep quick and figure out what the next bit of our adventure will be from there. Thankfully, well, hang on, let me see if I can find it here. Where are you? Yes, the moon is normal sized on here. That's a good thing. Gotta check every so often. Don't want the moon to get big. It's a little quiet right now. Recently, the other one of Prowl's Patreon/member servers Eternia reopened again after the big update, so a lot of people kind of jump back on there, keep working on some of their projects. I've got a bunch of things I'm working on there as well. But I definitely want to get my castle finished, and it's fun on here too. It's definitely a different vibe. The big thing with Eternia is it's each kind of area, district as they call them, has build styles that, you know, you build in those areas. Whereas BMC is a bit more freeform, so it's kind of nice to go back and forth. You know, I come on here when I just kind of want to build sort of whatever. We got a pink sheep spawned in over there the other day. And I had to save this one. I think that's something that they've been working on over here, is filling in all this dirt underneath to make it look like a chunk of the land decided to go boop. And then digging out underneath is certainly going to be a chore in and of itself. Imagine there's quite a bit of good stuff down there. But I think that's where we will end this one for this week. I am totally not cutting my episode short so I can avoid having to work on that castle roof some more. Yep. Totally not doing that. No way. But if you like what you're watching, please go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. Does not cost you at all. It helps me out a whole lot because it lets me know you guys like watching these. And, you know, gives me a reason to keep making more of them. As always, my name is Phoenix. This Phoenix has got to fly. I'll see you next time.